Today's video is on a listing that we've just been given in Montenegro, Quindio, Colombia. My name is William Hutchison. Along with my wife, I own Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats. We're in Armenia, Colombia, where I've lived for 12 years. This listing, and I know you're probably tired over the years of listening to hyperbole from real estate agents, but this is exceptional. There's no question about it. For those of you that are tired of the grind but don't want to completely retire, this property is absolutely perfect. It's priced right at the value, maybe even a little bit less, and it offers a lot of opportunity for someone who wants to maintain contact with the public, maybe has some financial budgeting and expense type of assets, abilities, and there's an opportunity for expansion. Briefly, the property is 2.31 acres. The space under roof is around 5,000 square feet. It has 7 bedrooms that are rentable. 5 of them are en suite. The property has about 6,000 coffee plants. They're being rotated as the yield decreases. The plants are being replaced with new plants. I didn't count the coffee plants, obviously. I'm not going to go out there but that's the estimate from the owner. It also has about 30 fruit trees. Avocado isn't a fruit, but there's avocado. There's mandarin oranges. There's lime. They call them lemons here, but they're limes. There's bananas. There's platano. The photo in the thumbnail is of the rentable area. It has a full-time caretaker, lives there with his wife full-time. The property is fairly well maintained. Excuse me. It needs a cleanup, but you could use the caretaker and hire 2 other fellas, and you'd be done in a week. And with the labor rates here, it would cost you about $300 tops for all 3. The potential is unlimited. It would be a 3 meal a day operation, because the trip back to the city to the closest restaurant, it's only about perhaps 2.5 miles. But it's over a finca type road, and at times you have to be careful. You have to dodge a pothole or one of those things. But the road is reasonably well maintained. Around this property are a lot of large homes on similar sized acreage. There's the fellow next door is an industrial engineer, lives perhaps on 4 acres. That it's a really nice, quiet area to be in. The finca right now is set up for entertainment. There's a large covered area with a dance floor. There's a pool table. There's a ping pong table, and there's other Colombian style games. It has a pool. The pool actually looks in the photos that I have posted on my website. The pool actually looks small, but it's much larger when you actually see it. There's also a jacuzzi. The property is visited by Colombian mammals, guatine, there's iguanas, armadillo, all kinds of birds. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Flowers everywhere. There's one photo, I think, it looks like it's kind of a half-finished building. They were going to set up a chicken coop, but it hasn't got to the finished stage yet. And speaking of unfinished, it looks like in the thumbnail you can see partially framed building that they were going to use as storage shed. It's in absolutely the wrong place in front of the accommodation, and something like that would also have to be taken down. My own personal preference would be the tires that are buried in the ground. They go to. So just a general cleanup to make it look a little spiffier, if I can use that word. This is an amazing opportunity. It's depending on the Colombian peso, it's under 200. I think at yesterday's close it would have been about 194 US. The only thing that isn't included is the Jeep, and there is some ancestral things that the owner would like to take with them. But as far as anything else, it's completely furnished. There's equipment there for the coffee. There's the drying shed and other equipment that you need to process it. You can see everything on my website, Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats.com. There's perhaps 25 photos there. I don't think this is going to be on the market very long. It's perfect for someone that wants to work for themselves and the hours that they want to put in. For example, if you want to go back to your home country for a month, you have an on-site caretaker to look after things, and you just don't take reservations for that period of time. Labor for both the restaurant meals, the caretaker's wife, I'm sure, would be part of that team, is close at hand. Fellas to do the labor, to do the cleanup, also close at hand, and all of those things are very inexpensive. I think that you break even as far as accommodation, providing meals, paying your employees, paying for the food and so on. I think it's a 6-month process. It might be quicker. It's a very, very desirable place for a Colombian family to spend a weekend. Some will come and they'll spend a week, and they'll be very happy there because there's all kinds of activities. It's a beautiful property. It's priced right, and if it interests you, you can reach me through here or through my webpage. William Hutchison, Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats, signing off. I am going to have a good day, and why is that? Because I live in paradise.